How we doing, everybody? Happy Monday night. Really and Teach, ready to preach. Welcome to another Monday night. Teach, buddy, how you doing?
Trying to stay cool because even though the heat wave isn't here in a full effect, I've turned the AC off and it's still hot out.
Dude, I was in an attic Friday. It was 120, 130 plus in there, and I was from about 9 o'clock to plus or minus 5:30. I was going back and forth in there, and I ran out of all fluids. I drank like two liters of water and like four Gatorades, and the customer still gave me some water and such. And oh my god, it was dreadful. Like Friday and this past heat wave was absolutely just disgraceful. Like Thursday actually called off work and said, "You guys aren't doing this."
Yeah, I had my AC on the entirety of all last week, and I turned it off today and it's still like 83.
Yeah, I got mine in here right now. You don't hear it, do you?
No, I never do.
Sweet. Well, the fan, that's different. The AC, it's about, I'm touching it right now,
Mm-hmm.
which is surprising because some of them you could hear very freaking well. But brother, you want to show the crowd what we have today? And a very interesting size at that.
Yeah, I totally forgot this even existed and was kind of even surprised it existed, and I appreciate you for sending this out my way.
So shout out to our boy Luke. He's also part of the Rat Pack. He gave me the link to these at Walmart. Except after shipping and such, well, let's hope this is a goddamn good experiment because these cost me after shipping $10 a pop.
Sounds about right.
Yep. But thankfully, when I found them, I pulled the trigger and thankfully they arrived today. I called ahead of time and I told somebody, I'm like, hey, there's probably going to be a USPS package with my name on it. Open it up and put it in the fridge. They're like, did you order food? And I go, not exactly. Just put it in the fridge for me. Make sure I can see it. Behold. I know I can't do the Neptune from SpongeBob, unfortunately, but working on it.
There's not a lot of info out on this flavor that I can find.
Apparently this was from some sort of festival, and this is a 100 milligram can, only intended for persons 18 or older. Now, humor me.
Mm-hmm.
Original. I'm
Yeah,
getting Prime OG vibes, basically grapefruit.
I'm trying to even find out what the flavor would be right now. I'm not finding a lot. I also don't understand what's the purpose of calling something original if you don't have a baseline, because like Prime did the same, and their original, in my opinion, isn't that great.
Well, if you remember the rankings, and I told everybody on Twitter, I gave my rankings just simply because the only thing different from my list and your list is you flip flop the silver ice and the monster white.
Mm-hmm.
Respectively. It's very close, very close. But then, as far as I love Gorilla Mind. I love the brand. I love what they do, and I love the product itself. But as far as the white flavor, that falls short. Like I'll be honest with you. When I have the black can when it's good, I'll take it over a Tiny Tina can, in my opinion. When it's on, it's on. But then we have the Prime OG, which, well, there's a reason why you're finding all the Prime cans at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I said it. Are we thinking grapefruit here? There's no other possible thing it could be, right?
I mean, we'd at least hope it's that, but like again, I'm anywhere where mentioned, I can't find out what this flavor profile is supposed to be. Where did it originally come out at?
I think some sort of music festival, and it was like advertised for only like a hot second. And it wasn't like EDC like the Limeade. Although those hit every single store now, thank God.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm
A
really
mint
finding
flavor, in
about
my opinion,
this
too.
is the Walmart with the
By
Meritel.
the way, rest in peace, Geared Gaming, but it was fun while it lasted.
Indeed. Indeed. Ghost Energy posted on January 31st. Introducing Ghost Energy OG, an event, festival, and bar exclusive that made rock your favorite mixer or enjoy solo. Still don't say what the flavor is. It's made to rock with your favorite mixer or enjoy solo. So they want people to mixing this with alcohol?
This is the one. So if you go back to what I was talking about, the Golden Knights,
Mm-hmm.
the NHL team, which, by the way, I'll be watching the Stanley Cup after this. So game 7, thank goodness. That being said, what I got going on for this going on is the Las Vegas Golden Knights. They actually have themed cans with the orange cream, and they actually sell it with cocktails. The only problem I have is that even if you go with an 8-ounce can, you're still mixing a decent amount of alcohol with a decent amount of caffeine. And what happens if you tell the bartender takes orders no matter what? So what if you're like, hey, no, I'm not sure what happens at these stadiums, but there might be like an off the menu item. Like what happens if someone goes, hey, can you give me a ghost and double? Okay, so now we're taking 100 milligrams of caffeine, and now we're putting 2 shots of vodka in it. Come on, bro. Like, again, I've said from the beginning I'm fully against it. Now I know haven't had a drink in 6 months, actually, just about 6 months. Outside of like this one thing where they said taste it, and I just kind of spit out, and it was nasty to begin with. But outside that, yeah. But still, concept remains the same. I'm against, especially in a commercial setting, we're mixing caffeine and booze, and there's not like there's a drink limit at these places.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
What? You give them wristbands? Come on, we know what happens. You take them off. You got to put X's on their hands. You wipe them off with alcohol wipes. It's that simple. You go by anything, and it's just how it goes. It's a flawed concept. You just don't do it.
Yeah, we've seen the whole 2 shots of vodka.
Yeah. There's a lot more better things to do with your life, but nonetheless, there won't be a window regardless because of the AC unit. I don't think this will make the sync, but let's see where this ranks in what now will be a top 5, shall we? Ow. I forgot about that. There's a cut underneath the mill nail.
That's a very strong smell.
Damn it, it splashed. Splashed on my freaking keyboard. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. Oh! Yeah, strong.
Is that grapefruit or citrus?
This smells citrus. This doesn't smell grapefruit.
It does smell citrus.
Wait a minute. You ready? Because I want to see if my theory is correct.
Salute.
Salute. Yeah, I knew it.
Is that a cream? Is it like a club soda? Tonic?
Wait, what? Okay, at first I taste phase up.
It definitely
Not
has like
phase up, phase up.
definitely tastes a citrusy note to it, but I feel like I'm getting almost like a cream to it as well. It's definitely not
To me,
grapefruit.
this is like, it's not grapefruit. To me, this is phase up.
What the hell is original? And also, why is it the one that is called original has, in my opinion, the least amount of ghost taste?
So this is what I think it is. This is supposed to be a 7-Eleven exclusive, although, note to self, it's not.
I've not had that yet.
So this gives you like a 7 Up, maybe slight Mountain Dew vibe, but that's about it. I mean, to me, this is kind of you definitely don't go out of your way for this.
Is this 7 Up? It's kind of has that like citrusy aspect to it. I feel like it's like a cream or like it wants to be like a cream soda. It's just something on that like back end.
This is an identity crisis to a point. I understand like where you're going from this, but to me, I already ruled.
Like we've tried a lot of flavors in our time from different brands, and we have a decent time, I would like to think, and say pinpointing what an exact flavor is of a can. I mean, we've even done flavor tasting challenges. This is so weird to me. There's very little out there on what the flavor is.
Okay. Stack.com. Original Ghost Energy Review. Distinct, unique, and thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't think it really said much about the actual flavor profile.
Product designed to be similar or original flavor similar to what you get with our major competitors in the space that have a nameless or debut flavor. Example: Green Monster, White Monster Ultra. Well, when you think of Monster Ultra, you think the white at first because that was the first one that came out. You're right. Red Bull, Rockstar Original. Okay, yada yada yada. Okay, let's get to a good part. Almost classic energy drink flavor, but staying light and crisp. Although at the end of each sip, it does tail off to a sweet and tart citrusy lime while holding on to the initial taste. So I think they took this and put it in phase up.
Do you think it's like a key lime then?
Nah. Phase up. Although phase up is kind of like the 7 Up aspect, although it's more of like I guess you could say it's more of like a key lime flavor and lemon, if that makes sense. You're absolutely right. I didn't think about that first. It just didn't register.
So, because I haven't had face up yet, and this definitely is that lime with the citrus, but it has a sweet note to it, which makes me think key lime.
Yeah.
And also, why is it only this can they're doing in an 8.4? Why not a bigger can?
Why? Because it was at the. Whoops. Let me see. Let's click on this again. Original comes in a smaller 8.4 ounce can, is on premises only, meaning it was exclusively found and available at festivals and bars for consumption on the premises it is served.
I don't think this. I don't think it's $10 worth going and getting, especially for a little 8.4 ounce can, in flavor wise.
So, mind you, it was the shipping part. I don't have free shipping or anything through Walmart. So it was actually $2 a can. So if I actually had a Walmart order, it would be worth it in my opinion. But because I only ordered this and I kind of went gambling essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this it's a high 3, low 4 for me.
Really?
I think it's more closer to like the 3.9 bubble, close to 4. Something around there.
5.75?
I know you're gonna say, yeah, so close to a 6 for you. We're kind of on the same page. I know you're a lot more harsh than I am. We're on the same page there.
I mean, it's really nothing
Now
special.
we got to go by where it is, and it is enjoyable. The ghost formula is definitely hidden me, and that part's kind of an ass because I just ate, and it's making me feel a little wishy washy, but still. Although I'm actually looking at Stacked right now, the website,
Mm-hmm.
and goodness gracious, well, it's actually nice because it does have the sneak resort thing that's coming. But before we get into that, Ghost is dropping a bomb pop like for its greens line.
What?
Yeah, greens and bomb pop. I don't know. Gorilla Mind has a bomb pop coming, which I am going to be all in for. One protein bars and Reese's Pieces. I love it. Reese's Peanut Bar Cup, that is. Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. Huh. See, this would piss you off. This would royally piss you off. You know how Ghost has the collabs with the protein shakes?
Yeah.
Guess what flavor they just released for it? It's a flavored Oreo.
Peanut butter Oreo.
Nope.
Mint Oreo.
Yep. Why?
I don't know. People like mint and they like chocolate and they like chocolate mint.
Hey, listen, I like mint chocolate chip. I'm very skeptical about having mint in my protein shake. Like
Oh,
this is just
that's odd.
so this
It's
is
like
just
how I'm skeptical of having mint in my energy drinks.
and mint in your cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
You see, me and you are the same on this regard. We love mint chocolate chip, but that's because it doesn't have any bitterness note to it. It doesn't have any leaf-like texture or back taste to it. It's just get it the mint cream. It's like it's like 1 part mint, 3 parts cream, and then the chocolate chip to back it up.
There's a time and a place for mint, and it is not in my energy drinks.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm starting to get here. So, me personally, I'm not a fan of mint Oreos either.
I don't know if I've ever actually had one.
Probably not. You would know.
I would know.
Not only that, but the thing is, my sister used to buy these, and I'd be like, "Hey, Oreos." I used to take it. I'm like, "Huh?" They're like, "What? They're thin mints." And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." They're the small, thin ones, and it was like mostly cookie, and then the little cream was just mint, the mint cream, and I'm like, "You're killing me." Okay, this will prevent me from robbing some Oreos. I'll give you that, but come on, mint chocolate chip, freaking protein shake. Or I'm sorry, mint Oreo protein shake. But let's see. They got some hydrates from Sneak. That's new. Okay. The Star Wars collector's box. It's not actually a Star Wars collab. But let's get into. Ooh, okay. So Sneak on their actual page put a buy,
Mm-hmm.
sell, and swap thread, and they kind of put it in the comment sections. June 2024. It's time for a new thread. All buy, sell, swap posts will be redirected here. Regular rules apply. Nothing above RRP or retail pricing. We're not liable for transactions carried out in DMs. Proceed at your own risk and protect yourself accordingly. That's got to be interesting. Another one, US update for Sneak Energy. You ready for this, Teach?
Mm-hmm.
This is quote from Sneak's official Facebook page. And it is the official. It's got the check mark at 136,000 followers. US update cans and more. You've been asking us forever. And you know what? We're going to give it a go. We want to bring cans to the US.
Interesting.
Ow. At my elbow. But before we commit, we need your feedback on them. So we're going to start simple. Sending out sample packs to 50 of you from our UK warehouse to A, see if they make it through, and B, see if you guys like the flavors enough for cans to be a bigger to be a hit on a bigger scale. Fill in the form below to register your interest for US cans, and we'll randomly select 50 of you to receive a variety pack of sneak cans. In return, you'll need to fill in a feedback form for us. To be sent when we select our 50 recipients, it'll cover everything from the shipping experience to the taste. And don't hold back. If you don't like the cans, tell us.
So
Oh, and
you need to.
while we have you here, yep, go on, Teach. Sorry,
I
I
said
was reading the
you need
thing.
to fill that out so we can get those for the podcast, so we can give them a critical feedback.
Actually, I did. So I actually got tagged from a fan of the show who listens to us, and he's in the UK, and I think it didn't even have 5 comments in it, and I filled it out. So I have no idea if they did first come, first serve 50 or whatever. I will constantly check my email, but I did fill it out. And hopefully it shows up here and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
And if they want a live reaction, I will have them do so. I'm happy to go for it.
Maybe
And
put
there's
out a
more.
tweet for it.
Yep. I already I sent it out from I did send a tweet out saying that we filled out the form. I know you were probably got like a notification from it or so, but yeah, we did. We did. I filled out the form. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, and while we have you here, we have a lot of apparel sitting in our US warehouse. And despite discounting them, they're not moving. So I'd like to do something nice with them and donate them to a charity. If anyone in the US has a contact for a charity that would take around 500 tees, hoodies, mostly in sizes extra small and small, please drop us a line. Please only respond if you have an actual contact rather than just naming a company or saying that you'll take them. I mean, I'm not sure if it's first come, first serve, but if it is, gotta be fanboying out a little bit.
I'm just saying, Snake, if you're ever listening, send them to the show. We'll be hypercritical of it. We'll let you know if they're not good.
I mean, technically speaking, we do have guys that have tried over, like I said, it's definitely over 200 for the both of us, close into 300.
We'll try it. We will review it. You don't even have to send an agitator with it. If they want good critical feedback, they should send it to someone who will give them that. If they have you seen name flavorings or anything? Have they put out any info what the
So,
cans are?
so I know what they are. I know what the cans are. So let's see. Let me just double check on this. Damn. Uh uh Come on, really? I thought I just okay. I just clicked on it and then it says to go somewhere else. Like let me Amazon it or something. It's probably going to direct me to, yep, it's on the American website. God damn it. But I think if I had to go by the colors, it's probably going to be, I think a cherry bomb is in there. I think the purple storm is in there. I think blue raspberry, raspberry lemonade, cherry bomb, and purple storm. I could be wrong, but they're definitely out, and it's the basic flavors.
Gotcha.
But you got to start somewhere. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not opposed to this at all. It's just I've had some UK folks reach out and ask me if we got them in the States, and well, if I go to the US site for Sneak. See if I go to the US site, it actually won't show the cans in. It'll just show me the big tubs, small tubs, the shake, and the packets, which they call sachets. As far as the merch, I wonder if they actually discontinued it. Let's see. Shakers dropped down to $10 a pop, which is nice. There's a figurine. There's an action figure for $12. Wait a minute. Did they really?
Did they?
Yeah. Is this really? I pull this up. Okay, yes. Let's try to. Won't let me even click on it. I'm not sure if this is a figurine or if this is a. It's a gummy bunny.
Like the giant teddy bears, but a bunny?
Well, I mean, the bunny is the Sneak logo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, it looks like a. Wait, this is actually a caffeine gummy bear, or is this for real right now? Oh, never mind. It's just advertising. This looks like some sort of figurine that's like crazy.
Oh, wait, is it actually just a figurine? Is it not edible?
I think so.
Gotcha.
But here's the big one for you. This is the big hit, the big kahuna. Here we go. Sneak Holiday Club, the reveal and a full Q&A. So here's the items that they have here. Now, this is looking UK only for now. We'll see what's going on with the US drop. Island Punch. Mango passion fruit guava. Now, we've talked about 3 flavors being, darts against the wall kind of thing. I don't know about this. Do you?
So what is all that exactly now as I'm reading it? Like a special holiday promotion?
Uh Sneak holiday. So in the UK, the term holiday means vacation.
Okay.
So this is actually a personal friend of mine who lives across the pond, Teach. So
Mm.
hey guys, how's it going? So as you and our boy Mikey will probably say, if you're gonna ask Mikey about gamer subs over Sneak, he's gonna tell you gamer subs all the way. So I've tried a lot, even some gamer subs they don't even make anymore. This one is called the Controversy Abomination or Vile Powder. I just call it Kryptonite. And this one right here, you either like it or you don't, just simply because of passion fruit. If you go by formula, personally, I think the Sneak formula, it does taste good. The gamer subs taste good. I think as far as formula, I think the Sneak is a little underdosed in my opinion. And I actually do have the cranberry one called Copium on the way as well. So, in my opinion, I'm just going to say it depends on what flavor you have. They're both good. It's hard for me to pick one or the other. It really goes down to price and if you like it or not. That's why we do the show, Teach, because you find somebody, you bump into people, and you keep going from there. But to go back on this, mango passion fruit and coconut is Blowhole from Gamer Subs. That's the Shy Lily flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Blowhole Blast.
Yep.
I'm curious about the mango passion fruit guava. I'm not sure about passion fruit and guava going together. That crazy,
Yeah.
me thinking that?
No, I can see passion fruit and mango being okay, but when you mix in the guava, you kind of lose me there a tiny bit
Yeah,
with
the
that
mango
combo.
passion fruit coconut did great and it tastes tropical. The guava is where I lose a little interest. But here's the one that gets me. So let's see. Holiday Club Beach Towel, UK only, 22.50 quid. And the Holiday Club Surfboard, UK only, 750 pounds. So this is a legit board.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Frequently asked questions. Is it limited? Sure is. But we have a lot of stock for this one. We're expecting it to be more of a seasonal thing. The tub should be around for the most of, if not all summer. Drops this Thursday, June 27th. 1 p.m. BST or 2 p.m. CET early access, all access an hour later. Are you missing the time zone? As some of you have deduced already, the Sneak Holiday Club won't launch in the US. We have our reasons. We'll post a full explainer tomorrow, Tuesday, along with some exciting reveals for US customers. A day late. Fuck. There's actually a website for it? Okay. Please note the booking form on here is totally legit.
It's totally legit.
Don't know why I say that.
Is it too legit to quit?
Possibly.
Okay.
I mean, as
It's a
far
weird.
as those tubs, one's an energy, one's a hydration. And that board looks sick.
I was gonna say the shaker looks weird, but I think I've seen that style before. It uses a weird like circular inner, almost like a spin top kind of mixer.
Yeah, it definitely looks like an OG glitch style shaker.
And
That's
not
what
even
we
that.
call it.
It's not even those ones. It's a different one because it
The
doesn't have
one
like
with the
it
one with the
doesn't.
bar in the middle?
No, doesn't have that here. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's it has like a little point, but it's just like a plastic disc that has a bunch of tiny holes in it.
That's what they usually do. It's just that piece in the middle makes me think. Makes me think there's a rod in there. That's a normal size. Guys, if you're still around, by all means, man, American or UK questions, we'll do our best. And we just got our hands on this, which I can't believe we actually did. Although I love it how they say exclusive, but they end up just releasing it later.
I say
Take
Maretail
notes,
had
G
it.
Fuel. Seriously, like these mango explosion cans should have been public.
It is interesting to see if G Fuel did retire, and you had mentioned like, hey, if you ever want to have an interview, it'll probably never happen.
Yes, that's one thing that I did not. It makes sense because about a year ago, he said, "Hey, meet the new CEO," and we all thought, "What's going on?" With the new G Fuel CEO, we're like, "Is it because he wants to turn the business around? Does he feel like he made bad decisions?" And one person asked, he is getting up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly to say, as well as a bright future ahead, he is retiring.
So he might be retiring as CEO, but I'm sure he is probably still a part of the board. I don't think he's giving up the
I don't
company
think
entirely.
he's I don't think he's out. I still think he's an owner,
I
I
think he's
just
still a
feel like he's now.
CFO.
I think now he's just hands off.
Yeah, I think he's still CFO, but he's letting somebody else handle the CEO.
Possibly silent partner.
Well, I don't think he's really silent.
Well,
He's
you know
still
what that means, right?
Yeah, he's still owning it. He's still probably helping operate it, but I don't think he's doing all like the major decisions and is getting as involved into it as he used to be.
That's what I was thinking about, more so silent-ish, as in like, hey, I balance the books. I know where money's going. If I have any serious questions, I'll inquire. But for the rest, unless it's something serious, you hold down the fort.
I would not say no to having him be on the show and having him join in the hot seat, asking him a lot of questions of reasons why he's done X or Y over the years. We're not talking like any of the like social media BS stuff, but like actual company questions. Like, why was it only with Shock that you would be okay with doing a no dye flavor, and a lot some of the other ones you're just putting tons in? Is there a difference? Why wouldn't you make the switch to that? Like, there's so many things we could ask him because that company's been around for over a decade.
Well, we can say what his first flavor idea was. Like, there's some people that could have been like, oh, I wanted to really do a peach mango, but it wasn't time yet. Things like that. Any flavor ideas that didn't make it, things like that. Also, there is the decision of going from the black tub to the white tub, and then what went into the reformulating. Because even when I remember, this was during the quarantine. I remember there's a couple tubs I got that were still the old formula. I remember I ordered blue ice 2 orders in a row. My first one was 25 calorie. My second one was 15. Formula change. Now,
Yep.
some people are saying 10 calories is 10 calories, save all you got. But let's be honest, 10 calories is freaking nothing. Now, if you're telling me 250 to 25, we're talking about something. You're telling me from going 25 to 15, that's reaching, and I'm 5'8" in my freaking work boots. What a joke. I mean, was there any questions that you had for him? If it ever came down to it, just hypothetically speaking?
I mean, it's as simple as that right there.
Collabs that fell through, collabs that you wanted but didn't happen.
Why other popular flavors out there didn't get cans when they should have cans?
Just the can debacle as itself.
Um,
The formula of why the cans are what they are. Like,
ooh,
was it supposed to compete with Bang, for crying out loud, because it was a musical festival freaking hype brand?
I
And
mean,
it's going back to that
I,
slowly.
w- I would love for him to truly be in the hot seat of it and get into the deep questions of like, why did you let go of the giant amount of partner managers that started a whole giant debacle, and why did you go to like an ambassador program of little smaller rather than bigger dogs? So many things out there, so many. Like getting business thoughts of like, why did you do XY, why didn't you do XY, how did you like, there's so many things that can truly be asked. It would just be like, give us open range to ask everything and anything. Let's put you in the hot seat, let's get these questions out there. Like,
Also, then there's, you know, I imagine if you created Gamma Labs, you probably created this for a reason. Like, what was the reason to try G Fuel? Because at the end of the day, there's some people that might dislike him. There might some people that worship him. But at the end of the day, where if you go back 10 or 15 years ago or 20 years ago, right? He paved the path for a lot of people.
that company, in a way, yeah, they as much hate to admit it, they certainly did. They were one of the top dogs very early on and were very known for it. They were
I
one of
mean, if it
the
wasn't for G Fuel, I still might be buying cases of Red Bull at BJ's
yeah.
and just say, fuck, I need something cheaper. Fuck, I need something cheaper.
Whether you like them or hate them, I mean, you kind of have to admit it. They were one of the big companies that paved the way for all of this.
Not only that, but I actually screenshot one of the tweets to a coworker, and it was the classic debate we have every single week with people, or at least I do. Oh my God, I'm spending X amount for a can. There's got to be something cheaper.
Yeah.
Switch to a power energy drink. Why would I do that? I
Save
don't
money,
know,
drink more water.
because you keep bitching about cost.
Saves you money, you get more water in your system. It can taste a lot better too.
Now, the one thing I want to bring through to this is I know a bunch of guys that drink Monster because they say it's got actual sugar and not the artificial. They're like, "Oh, if it has zero sugar, it's got artificial." But look on the back of a Monster can and you'll see the sweeteners that are added to it along with the sugar cane. And when I tell them that their argument is flawed, they're not exactly thrilled about it, particularly during a workday when everyone is in the hot sun or in the hot attic and praying like hell for the day to be over.
Yeah.
Including, like, there's some things where people like ask me, and they're like, "Yo, how's the podcast going? Anything new?" And unless I have like a direct like leak or something, they're usually not interested.
I mean, it's always funny when people even ask me, like, why do we do the podcast? They're like, oh, we're teacher of a podcast. I didn't know. What's it about? Energy drinks. Energy drinks.
All energy drink podcasts, and they're like, "What do you mean?" And I go, "We review the world itself. We talk to content creators, and we compare ingredients, new releases, and we just go about the flavor, the comparison, get down to the politics of it, and we ask the hard questions."
I mean, and like a silly example of like, sure, they're done a little bit differently, but why would you watch a show or why would you watch something about food?
Well, look at all the cooking channels.
Mm-hmm.
There's people I know that watch the cooking channels and they don't even cook. Same thing.
It's
Which,
just like
speaking of,
why would you watch a streamer when you can go play baseball yourself? Why would you watch somebody playing the game when you can go play it yourself? Entertainment.
yes. Also, there's one thing that we forgot to cover vaguely. It's hard to see a little bit, but did you see how this got a rename or rebrand to it?
It's not supposed to be like the gummy bear one.
Yes, was originally supposed to be the Winter Edition 2024. I could wait because I don't want summer to be over like last year. Iced Gummy Bear is now Iced Vanilla Berry. And this was confirmed by a regional sales manager. I won't say his name because I want to get him in the hot water, but he and other energy drink related employees are actually in these Facebook groups. And I'm very certain that they're allowed to do it because they have leaked so much. And I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't have to sign some sort of NDA or so. Like
Mm-hmm.
the shit that this guy actually has, like, he got a Red Bulls jersey with his name and number on the back of it. He's got a, let's see, he got a some sort of collector's box in for his accomplishments over 2020 from what it looks like. And here's the kicker, a Yeti collab cooler.
I think I saw something, or I think you had sent me something along
I
those
hope I
lines.
I hope I didn't flash his name real quick. But either way, he put it on Facebook himself. So I mean, it's a group. They could find you, pal.
Wonder why they changed.
Maybe it's because people didn't like the gummy bear s to it. Maybe it's because there's some gummy bear flavors that failed. Maybe it's too close to, oh, perfect one. Monster has gummy bear flavor.
So Rain does.
The Rain White Gummy Bear. Rain's a monster company.
Mm-hmm. And gummy worms.
Yes, that's right, gummy worms. So if they stay out of the gummy genre before it's released to go there, now I'm not sure if Monster but in, but there's the change. But let's just be honest here. We've seen the politics that Monster has done, and the reason why on Twitter we call them M Drink when we criticize them. I mean, the fact that you're suing small businesses, diaper companies, because you're like, oh, we want to protect the brand, not get the confusion. You tell your cans that you're not supposed to be consumed if you're under the age of 18 and not a healthy adult. You're confusing it with diapers. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that you're confusing it with video games. The fact that you're trying to sue anime studios. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Like the fact I even told this to my Wattpad followers, and some of them were laughing like hell, and some of them were actually disturbed by this. And for good reason. But I don't know, man. Shit's just getting crazier and crazier. I don't get it, and I just truly don't understand.
Maybe we just shouldn't try to understand. As weird as that sounds to say. Not all things are meant to be understood.
But still, if I know I'm just a commoner, but you're not suing for nothing.
It's got a point.
I mean, a guy like me or you is not suing unless something is insanely on the line, like our careers and our dignity. Severe defamation, serious injury, versus, hey, lawsuit, wake up, jerk off. I'm a dick. See you in court, hopefully. Even when they don't even have a case.
Well, Mr. Riley, any other major news for us to cover this week?
We might, depending on our schedule, have a guest on for next week. You know who he is, Teach.
We will see if we can get him on. He is a very busy man, but he may be on for next
He
week's
is a
episode.
very busy man, an entrepreneur, and he seems like an absolute pog champ. Let's be real. Those are a vibe he gets me. So he said, not this Monday, but following Monday, depending on how it goes. Fingers crossed we are able to send him the link to join the show next week.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does, I will have questions ready for him in advance because this is going to be about brands we've been involved with for a little while. I certainly have a ton of questions. I'm not sure how many you do, but I've been wanting to have this guy on the show for months.
I know you have.
Months. And I'm not sure about you, but be honest with me, man. How long have you been waiting to have him on the show?
I mean, he's a gentleman and a scholar. He's a gentleman and a scholar. He's an upstanding fellow. I have nothing
How
but
long?
amazing things.
Couldn't tell me either. Gotcha. I know it's a short show, but we did start late and we both have a couple of things to do. Teach, any final thoughts?
Summers are weird. Sometimes we have a lot of news. Sometimes we have little news. Everything's back and forth. The biggest thing is, it's hot. Stay hydrated. Don't drink too much caffeine.
Drink your freaking water. Don't have heat stroke like my coworker did this past week. Everybody stay safe, healthy, and well. Drink your freaking water, a cup an hour if you can. Please stay caffeinated as well to get you through the day. We love you, everybody. Hopefully, we see you on for next week. Take care. As for me, I'm going to be watching the Stanley and hopefully hopefully, the team I'm rooting against, the only thing they're going to raise up is a golf club. Boom. Take it easy, everybody. We love you. Have a good one.